I never made it, but I know what it made it. I never made it, but I know what it takes.
Good morning dears, welcome to our favorite channel Shubhu Vlogs. We can discuss about Tally payroll training. Welcome.
So we are going to do that how to enable the payroll in Tally, how to create the masters, and after completing this master creation, and we'll have a Q&A session every once I'll complete the topic, we'll have a Q&A session, and on that topic we'll discuss at the same time. So here I have created some of the masters, which is payhead I have created. So we'll start from the transaction, that how we can do it. Just a minute. Payroll database. Yes. So this is our payroll company. So you can take the example of the payroll, like, okay, any company you can select in which you have multiple departments. So like you have account department, you have HR department, you have sales department. So in this multiple departments you have. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to create the department, and you have to understand, okay, how many employees is there in the particular department, and department wise you can define it. So I'll show you that how you can do the enablement of the in the Tally of the payroll. So from gateway of Tally, you can see that, okay, company you can create, and you can come to gateway of Tally. After that, you can go to F11 feature. In the right hand side in the bottom, you can see the F11 feature we have given. So once you click F11 feature, go to accounting feature. So you can see the accounting feature is there in the cost profit center management. In that you can see the maintain payroll. So maintain payroll, you can enable this payroll feature and accept it. Okay. Now come to gateway of Tally. In the gateway of Tally, here the payroll info. We have, you can see that some of the feature is getting added in this payroll. Payroll info, payroll voucher is there. So go to payroll info. Here we have the payroll employee category, employee group, employees, unit, attendance. So first of all, we have to create the units. So units, like here, I'll create some of the attendance first. So in the attendance, you can see attendance can be in the present, it can be in the absent or overtime. It will depend on this, if you are doing some products and businesses in this, or you have some overtime in this certain category, like, okay, HR department is doing some overtime, account department is doing some overtime. So if you want to calculate that also you can create in this. So like, let's see that I have created some of the master, which I'll show you. Here the absent. So if you'll see the absent I have created, absent means loss of pay. That company, if you are taking this leave, that company will not pay for that. So you can see that payhead, this attendees type, we are getting here 4 type is there, which is attendees leave with pay, leave without pay, production, or the user defined as per the calendar type. So here we will select leave without pay, because this is absent and this is loss of pay. Here present. So we have created present, which is attendance, leave with pay, that how many days person was person was available in the office, and so as per that. And as per the UAE, we have sick leave as well. UAE and India, that law, as per the law, we have the sick leave around 15 to 20 days. 15 days we have the sick leave as well. It will depend on the companies that how it is. So we have created sick leave, which is sick leave is the paid leave. So here I have created one more attendees type, which is paid days. So I have created group. I am taking the as a group, like paid days, which is coming under attendance leave with pay. So here I have created sick leave, which is paid days. If you want to track for the employee internally, okay, how many days he have taken the sick leave, that also you can track it. Another one, we have overtime. So overtime means it will calculate on hours, that how many hours, hour wise you can create it. So you can see that I have created one unit which is hours, overtime on production hours. Here you have the earned leave as well, means annual leave, which is coming like 30 days in a year. So if you want to track that also, that okay, how many leaves that particular employee has been taken, that particular report, if you want to see, you can do it. So I'll show you that how you can maintain that. So this is earned leave I have given, or you can give like annual leave or something like this. You can give the name, which is leave with pay, because company is paying for that. So same way we have created some casual leave. So these are the leave we have created. Now unit, as I told you, unit I have created 1 hours, which will be used in the production overtime. After that, we have to create some of the pay heads. So pay heads you can see here. Here we have created some of the pay heads as per the department. And I have defined the salary, basic salary, HRA, conveyance allowance, children education, canteen deduction. So those are the things we have created. So let's see, I have created some of the pay heads. So pay head, you can see the basic salary. So basic salary, it is the earning for the employee and it is fixed. So that you can create basic earning for employee. Here you can see the pay head type, which is we have given deduction for the employee. If you have any deduction like canteen charges, which company is giving the canteen and they are deducting end of the month. So that also you can comes under this deduction from employee, that you can deduct from the employee. So and some of the cases the advance salary, you have given like 5,000 advance salary to the employee and after that you are deducting month by month. So that also you can create it. So earning for employee, here you can see fixed, and it is coming on calculation type will come on attendance. So basic salary, if we are doing for the production, in the some of the cases, like if we are doing on the production also you can create, like if you want to calculate basic salary on hourly, in some of the cases for 1 month or 2 months, for the employees that you have one project and you don't want to pay the actual salary, actual basic salary, you want to calculate on hourly wise on the basic as well. So that also you can define, and in that you can define on production. So that also will take one example of that. So normal way will create the basic salary on attendance. Here it will take the present, which is paid leave, paid day, sorry, here on month, and select as per calendar period and accept it. Same way, I have created canteen deduction. As I told you, this is the deduction for the employee. The company is giving the canteen services and they will deduct from the employee the particular amount. The certain amount company will deduct from the employee account. So here you can see the deduction from employee. So that you can, here we can see this, some of the pay heads type is there. So like deduction from employee, earning from employee, employee statutory deduction. So you can see that we have given this flag, but it is not applicable as of now in UAE. It is applicable in India. The statutory deduction and contribution is there, which is in India only. Gratuity is there, which I'll show you that how you can do it in the gratuity, and loan and advance, which we are providing that advance salary to the employee, and reimbursement to employee, like we are giving like expenses and telephone expenses and traveling expenses, and which we are giving the reimbursement to the employee. That also we can do it. So canteen deduction, which is deduction from employee, it will come on flat rate. Canteen deduction, that it's here on month basis. Children education allowance in some of the company that company is paying for this employee children education allowance as well. So that you can also calculate which is earning for an employee because company will pay for that. This is earning for employee which is comes on flat rate only and per month. Monthly wise company will pay. Conveyance allowance. Company is giving the conveyance allowance and all, which is earning for employee and but it is not fixed. The previously you have seen that some of the pay heads we have created, which is under fixed. But income type here, this is variable because this is allowance. It can be, it will not be fixed. So that you can select the variable, flat rate, monthly, and save it. HRA. So HRA, you can define the formula. HRA is it is earning for employee, which is fixed. Here you can select as computed value. So like I want to calculate HRA on my basic salary. It can be in percentage or it can be in amount. So here I can select the if I want to define the formula, I can select as computed value. So here I'll select the computed value, I'll select the month, and here I can define the formula on a specified formula. So once I'll select this, you can see one screen will open where I can set the formula. So I can add the pay head. What are the pay head will be added in this? So I have added only basic salary. On basic salary, I'm calculating 25% HRA, which will be added in my salary. So I have selected basic salary pay head. End of the list. Here I applicable date, from which date I want to apply for that. Here percentage or value. As I told you, you can define as value as well, or if you want to define, you can define the percentage. So percentage I have defined, which is 25%. It will depend on the company that how they want to define. That also you can define as per that. Here overtime, I told you that overtime is the earning for the employee, and you can select overtime on production. So once you will select the production, you can see we have created one attendance type, which is overtime. And some of the situations in some of the companies, there's the two type of contract of the employee. Like company is hiring employee on contract basis, which is limited contract and unlimited contract as well. So I have created gratuity, which is for limited contract. In the limited contract, you can create the pay head. I have given the name gratuity limited contract. Under gratuity, here as per the UAE slab, I think I have taken for the example, but I'm not sure that, maybe this is correct, which I have defined, but you can cross check once. I have taken for the example only, which is gratuity I have defined for the 21 days. 21 days, one here you can see the month wise 1 to 12, and for 1 year gratuity is 0, but 12 to 60 it is 21 days per year, and above means here 1 to 5 year, which is 21 days, above 5 year, which is 30 days. It is applicable only for limited contract employees. You can accept it. I have created one of the gratuity, which is unlimited contract. So unlimited contract, same way, you can see there is a little bit changes in this. Gratuity for the 21 days, 1 to 12, it's 0. 12 to 36, which is 1 to 3 years, 7 days. 3 to 5 year, 14 days, and 5 year to 5 year and above, which is 30 days. That you can define and save it. Now, some of the case you are taking salary on advance. You are paying salary on advance to the employee. So you can create one pay head, which is advance salary. So advance salary, there's a two way. Either you can define every month, you can define the salary, how much you want to deduct from the employee, and while on the voucher level. So you can create advance salary, which is loan and advance. Here you can see I have selected as user defined value. So user defined value means you have calculated like you have given the 5,000 amount, but you want to calculate like this month I'll deduct 1,000 dirham, next month I'll deduct 2,000, and after that I'll take 500, 600, but it is not yet fixed that how much I will deduct every month. So in this case, you can define the user defined value. You can take user defined value and you can record the transaction. You can deduct how much you want to deduct from the particular employee. So that you can define. Another case, like you have paid the 5,000 amount to the employee, 5,000 salary to the employee. Now every month you want to deduct 500, 600, something like this you want to deduct from the employee. So that you can do it. I'll show you that one also. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, so I'll show you that one as well. Here you can see the salary advance deduction. So you can see salary advance deduction. I have given the name, which is deduction from employee. Here I have taken the pay head type, which is deduction from employee, and it is on flat rate, which I can define in the when I'll define the salary, I can define it, and I can give the applicable date as well, from which date to which date I want to define it, so that you can do it and save it. Now I have created some of the pay heads. So if you have some doubts in the pay heads, you can ask. So I'll take 2 minutes for the questions over the this pay heads, whatever I have created. So we'll solve at the same time. Okay, so there is no query on it. Okay, so we'll move further. So here we have created the pay heads. Now we have to create, as I told you, here you can see we have some departments. We have created the department account, HR, sales, and administration, the department. So let's see, we'll create some of the department here. You can go to group, employee group. Here, like account and finance. Account and finance, you can create it, accept it. Administration. So I created, these are the groups. Manufacturing, sales and marketing, HR team, administration, account and finance. But now I have multiple employees department wise, and I want to define the salary in one shot. I don't want to select one by one manually the pay heads in the employee masters. So I can define the salary as group wise. Fill C, or I can define the pay heads only in the group. The salary, the amount, it will not be fixed for the each and every employee. It will not remain same. So amount will be different for each and every employee, and deduction will be different, so that you can enable this particular feature in the group. Defined salary detail, you can make it yes. So you can see I have defined some of the pay heads from the 1st Jan 2020, which is basic salary, So once you'll come to this screen, you can see the list of pay heads you will get it. So you can select the basic salary. Either you can define here or you can leave it blank. HRA. The formula, whatever the formula you have put here, you can see in the calculation type and pay head type. What are the deduction and earnings is there. Conveyance allowance, children education allowance, canteen deduction, and here we'll take some of the this one like gratuity. We'll take advance salary, or we'll take overtime and then advance salary. Okay, so these are the group we have defined here. Advance salary, this is loan and advance, which is as user defined value, which we have to calculate manually. Save it. Now we have done this. In the same way, you can define for other groups. Here I have defined the salary as well, that how much salary will be there in the particular group. I can save it. Now come to payroll info again. Now we have to create employees. So see, I have given some of the name: Anita, Arun, Atul, Ganesh, Girish, Janani, Krishna, and Rakesh. So I have created some of the employees and divided into departments. So here you can go to from the gateway of Tally, payroll info, employees. Here you can see Anita. Anita is under account and finance. So here I can define Anita detail, Anita, which is under group account and finance. Here I can define the joining date. Here I'll define salary. So once you will enable, you can define the salary. So I'll show you that I'll create one more employee for the example, because I have already created. Like I'll create Ram Kumar from 1st Jan 2020. So here I'll define his salary detail. Either I can copy from the previous group. In which group I want to take to Ram? Let's account and finance. So I can copy from the present value, or I can start from the fresh, or I can take from the group. Group I can take, you can see account and finance, 4 group we are getting. Once I'll select the group, you can see the pay head will come automatically. See, the pay heads is coming automatically. The basic salary, here I can define 5,500. House rent, because we have already defined the formula, 25%. Conveyance allowance, this is the earning, 1100. Children education, 950. Canteen deduction. Gratuity, we have already defined the formula. Overtime 15 dirham per hour. Advance salary, accepted. Here I can define the employee information, like employee number, designated zone, designation, functions, location, gender, date of birth, and all you can define here. His complete detail. You can define employee, the bank detail, the account number, bank, and everything you can define here. So when you will make the payment, the bank transfer, you can get that particular bank employee bank detail as well. Here labor card number. So once you will, if you are not getting particular screen, see, I am getting some of the option of the passport and visa detail, contract expiry, contract detail. If you are not getting the particular detail here, you can press F12 here. You can see the configure option we have in the right hand side in the bottom. You can click on the configure. Here you can see the show national insurance, provide passport, contract, employee display name. That once I'll enable, you will get this particular screen where you can define the passport, visa, and expiry detail. You can define and save it. Now we have defined the salary as per the department. So see, for the Anita, I'll show you. Basic salary was 5,000, HRA 25%, conveyance allowance 1,000. So the conveyance allowance 1,000, children allowance which is 800, canteen deduction 500, overtime 20, and gratuity as per the 21 days limited contract and advance salary. That we have defined. You can define as per your employee whatever the basic salary is there, and overtime if we have will depend on the companies. So that particular detail you can define and save it. So department wise, you can define the salary, either you can define in the group or you can define freshly. So here this is limited contract, sales and marketing, HR, accounting, sales and marketing. So here you can see for the other employee, other groups, account, HR, and administration, we have taken limited contract employees. In the gratuity, I have taken limited contract, but in the sales and marketing, I have taken unlimited contract. So in that, I have selected gratuity ledger as unlimited contract gratuity ledger and save it. Now we have completed this pay heads, the master creation screen, master creation part, that how we can create the pay head and masters. Now coming to the payroll transaction, but before that, if you have any queries on the while creating the masters, if you want to know any other masters, that how we can create it, how we can define it, that you can ask. I'll wait for 2 minutes.